Hey, this is Courtney Sheffield, your recruiter's favorite recruiter, and this is Courtney's Corner. And today, I'm here with the Alecia Lucas. Miss Lucas, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, family. Again, like she said, I am Alecia Lucas. I am a mother. I am a serial entrepreneur. I am a friend. I am your local homegirl that done been through everything that you done been through, and I just dress it up real good.
Real good. So let's talk about this. You have a strong online presence.
Yes.
Who are you beyond what we see online?
Like I'm saying, I am your roundaway girl. I just figured out a different way of how to go after what I want. I did not allow statistics to just be given to me.
I like that.
And so I just decided to do something different. Outside of social media, I am very big on, even on social media, being a mother.
Yes,
like,
you are.
They mean everything to me. Like where they go in the future means everything to me. And so even when the cameras are off, it's the same person. Like my kids know I'm going to cover them. I'm going to pray over them. I am going to be their biggest cheerleader. And even when their heads hit the pillow, my wheels are still turning on, okay, how can I be a better person so they can become better people? So a lot of my whys is surrounded around my children.
That's good. She sounds like somebody I live with myself. Okay. So what inspired you to start? You're in real estate as well.
Yes.
You are a woman of many talents, okay?
Yeah.
And so real estate, what made you choose that to be one of your careers?
So real estate never ran across my mind at all. I have been working since I was maybe 14. And so I had no problem with hard work at all. I had been in banking for a little over 10 years at that point, and I felt God tell me, like, I'm about to take you in a different direction, and I'm finna take you off of a 9-to-5. And I was like, well, what are we finna do? And so COVID hit, and I remember being at work, and my kids were at home. They weren't as old as they are now. So I was still checking my phone, and I'm like, okay, let me check, make sure they at home, they good, whatever, whatnot. And I remember my boss coming up to me, and she was like, hey, I'm going to have to take your phone and hold it until the end of the day, or you're going to have to leave. Well, I'm going to see y'all later. Because I can get another job. They can't get another mama.
Tell the people.
Hello, I'm going to go. Okay, guys? And so I remember being in a prayer group at that time. And that night, I remember me and my prayer sister just holding hands and praying. And one of them came to me and she said, God is about to give you something new, but it's not a job. It's a career. And I think it's real estate. And I said, okay. So I prayed that night. I said, God, if it's for me, open the door. If it's not, shut it and let me go in a different direction.
Absolutely.
I always knew that God wanted me to help women in particular. I did not know that this was the avenue that he was going to choose, because being a real estate agent is so much more than bedrooms and doors and selling houses. It is breaking generational curses. There's been times I'm sitting at the table and they're in tears because they're the first home buyer in their entire family. You know, and so I help so many women. I become your counselor, your friend, your mentor, your everything. And so God used that avenue to use me to help so many women.
That's powerful. That's powerful. And you just recently bought your first home. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
The video you posted had me in tears. The faith, the determination, the courage that it took to keep pushing.
Absolutely.
Despite everything. Let's dive a little bit into that.
Oh my God. Me buying my first home was something so surreal. And I remember turning 30. I'm 35 now. I'll turn 36 next month. And I remember being 30, and there was a certain woman I wanted to be, and certain things I wanted to have obtained by 35. And a homeowner was one of them. And I'm not like regular girls. I didn't want just like, just a regular first time home buyer, a starter home. Listen, I started a long time ago.
Talk to the people.
Listen, I started a long time ago. I went from rags to riches. Like, I want what God said. It's for me.
Yes.
And I remember being in real estate school. And at that time, I'm a single mom, 3 kids. They're little, so they're in real estate school with me. And then we would leave there and I would go DoorDash, and we would play this little game to where we would ride past houses and we would point out the houses that we would one day live in. And that was my promise to them. I'm gonna get you this. And so it didn't always look like that. It didn't always look like that. And sometimes it was so out of reach. I remember when I first went through the process of buying a home, and I had never had a real estate deal fall through on me. And in the time, I had 3 houses up under contract. That money was the money I needed for the down payment for my home. All 3 deals fell apart.
My God.
All 3 of them. And I'm like, God, I know you lying.
Wait a minute, Jesus.
And so I did not want to renew my lease in my apartment. And at the time, I had a friend who was like, well, hey, my house been on the market for a minute. It's not selling. Do you want to rent it? And eventually maybe buy it when you're ready again. Just let me know. I'm like, okay, cool. And I take her up on the offer. And we're there for about almost a year because her and her family had moved out of the state. And I think she messaged me maybe the night before Thanksgiving. And she said, hey, something came up. I need to get my house back. Which, let me back up some. That June prior, I told her, hey, I want to buy the house. I like it. I think I want to stay here. She said, we decided we no longer want to sell it. We want to continue renting it. This is your home. You choose to do whatever you want to do with your home. I can do nothing but respect that. She texted me before Thanksgiving and she said, we need to get our house back. I need it back to move back in by January 4th. It's the day before Thanksgiving. I have a little over 30 days to find out where me and my kids are about to go. Yeah, and it's the holidays.
What about my lease?
What about it?
Okay.
I said, okay. All right, God. And in that season, God was teaching me to not immediately respond, to just say, okay. Because I was fighting. My mouth was real quick. And I had to learn, like,
especially when it comes to my kids.
Where he's taking you, you're going to have to learn to be like, okay, I trust you. So I told her, okay. I was about to go look for something else. And I remember God telling me, he said, no, go back to your mama's house. I've been out of my mama's house since I was 19 years old. I didn't want to go back to my mama's house.
Right.
But that thing kept sitting on me. And I said, okay, Alicia, take this season. And I think some people are so afraid of seasons to where, like, no, other people will think, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Hello.
Get to your mama's house.
I went to my mom's house, and that is when I got out of debt. And so when I started looking for a new home again, everything moved so smoothly. So smoothly. And it was so crazy because when I moved out the initial house, a friend ended up telling me the girl put the house on the market the next week. She didn't even move back into the house. She didn't. But it's so crazy because that house sat there for almost another year before it sold. Yeah. But God said I had something better. I thought that, oh, this is my dream. This house is nice. Let me buy it. The home that I just closed on is something I could have never imagined that I could have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it was the way I waited well. I had to learn to wait well. I could not be anxious. I was so quick. All the other times, it was just like, I got to get it. Yeah. Hey, God, if it's for me, I'll wait well. Just do what you do.
Listen here.
Because it's not working with me.
Nevertheless, Lord, not my will, but your will be done.
Yeah. And that's how it went.
Oh, that's good. And then, you know what? We were just at church and our apostle brought in a bishop and the bishop said, so many people look for God to open doors, which he does. But he also orchestrates our stops.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely. Because you can be thinking that you're supposed to go this way and something happens and you be like, why be? It's like, girl, you have no idea what's on the other side of that door.
Listen here.
Let it stay shut. You know what I'm saying? Because he says, I know the plans that I have for you.
You better tell the people.
I may not know why you shut that door, but you know.
Because obedience is better than sacrifice.
Hello. Okay? Protect me from danger seen and unseen. Things that's not going to work in my benefit. So thank you. Okay, so we're going in a different direction. So it's something better than this? Okay, I'll take it.
And you did. You just closed on it. Amen.
Amen.
So through this beautiful journey of yours, this, your presence on TikTok and social media, what made you begin to document your journey?
I wanted women to see that it was somebody who they thought was up here, and I needed them to know I did not start there.
Talk to the people.
I did not start there. And even in me being engaged now, I always wanted people to understand this was no superhero complex that happened. He did not swoop in and save the day. I was not a damsel in distress. Between me and God, I worked for this. I prayed for this. I fasted for this. And I needed women to see that you can do it too.
Yeah.
You can go through the divorce. You can go through a domestic relationship.
Absolutely.
You can go through evictions and repossessions and this, that, and the other, and you can still win.
Because you were grounded in God.
Absolutely.
You realized that, listen, this is not my strength. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay? But with you, I can.
Absolutely.
And look at the fruit.
It's like, God, let me come to the end of me, because in my weakness, that's when you are made strong. So I had to learn that everything isn't on me. Like, hey, Alecia, you can't do everything. You can't. So I tell people all the time, even when I say I fasted and I prayed, there was never enough prayers, never enough fasting for me to deserve the things that I am walking in now. He's just good.
Like that.
He's just
straight
good.
like that. Straight like that. Okay, and you know what's so crazy? You said you had to come to the end of yourself, and you realized that you weren't doing it. That you weren't doing it alone.
Absolutely.
God was doing it with you. One of my mentors, she told me, she said, Court, you have to, because I always used to say, one of my favorite sayings by me being a single mom was, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this.
But you don't.
Never had it. Nope. Never had it. And she said, that's your problem.
Yeah.
She said, Courtney, you need to say, God got this.
Yeah.
She said, God got that and God has you.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you might be right.
Yeah.
You are absolutely correct now that I think about
it.
So that's good for women, and not just women, but for people to know it's okay to lay your burdens down.
Absolutely. I said going into 2026, I did not bring my cape. I left it back there. I don't want to be the strong black woman.
I don't.
That is no longer a badge of honor.
Don't.
Like I told you earlier, I'm not tired. I'm exhausted.
Hello.
Trying to be everything for everybody. And when you're constantly pouring, and you don't sit down long enough to allow God or other people to fill you up, and then that's when you get into that exhaustion.
Listen here. I was listening to E.T. this morning.
Yeah, I love me some Eric Thomas.
What you say? So he was talking about his wife. He posted it years ago, but you know me, I like to go back.
Yeah.
He posted it years ago, and he said his wife wasn't able to flourish.
Yep.
Because she was carrying him and everything else. So he said, as women, because he was talking to a group of women, we have to lay down our roles and step into our identity.
Absolutely.
Girl, that's good.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to put this down. God, what is it that you created me to do?
What is it? Because I don't want to go anywhere that you aren't taking me, because I won't be there long. And then I'm going to have to start over and then start over again. And so it's like now, even when I closed on my home and I sat in there, I said, okay, God, from here, you have got me this far. Ooh. Now you must maintain it. How is it? Because a lot of us will get the things that we have prayed for, and how quick we are to forget the things that he has already given us. So, and then we'll find ourselves back at his feet when everything is falling apart. I don't want to get to that place.
Never.
Let me stay here.
Never.
Let me stay here, because I'm not too high on my horse to realize he will take it away just as quick as he gave it to me.
Listen.
You don't ever got to humble me ever again.
Listen. Father, I honor you in what you've given me, and I will steward it well.
Absolutely.
We can't forget stewardship.
Listen, I told my friends when we were going into the new year, they said, what is it that you're asking God for? I said, I don't want to ask him for anything else. I want him to help me to steward well what he's already given me.
Because once you take care of that, he's going to bless you with
more. To whom
much is given, much is required.
And then we always want to leave out the much required part. That requirement is necessary.
Very much so.
It's necessary.
Yep. Girl, you're going to make me run. Wait a minute. Okay. So how do you balance family, your personal life, and still building your brand?
What I have had to come to grasp is, for me, there is no such thing as balance.
Mm.
There are some days where I am rocking motherhood and my business may fall short. And there are other times where I'm excelling in my business and my kids know today is every man for themselves. Y'all good? Y'all straight?
But listen here.
I got to go rock out right now.
Uh-huh.
So it's learning to prioritize to see what needs me the most today.
Girl, that's real good. Listen here. That's good.
Yeah.
Because I was, being young, single,
Yeah.
and you have the kids, and it's like, you work. I gotta work.
Yeah.
I gotta take care of you.
Yeah.
So I gotta work. But now it's like, what I've done is on Fridays, no work.
No.
It's fun time.
That's it. It's moments to where my kids know you can give me a word or to I know where, hey, you really need me right now, and everything
Blink twice.
Stop. Everything stops. I had a client message me Sunday and was like, hey, can you give me a call today? I said, on Sunday? He said, well, maybe tomorrow. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow because I am creating boundaries.
Yes.
Sundays belong to my family and God.
Yes.
And that's it.
And I'm learning not to respond.
And I gotta get
back. Yes, like learning not to respond because at first I'm like, I gotta answer. I gotta respond.
I want them to know I'm here.
No, but I'm giving my time to my children, and they are so vocal.
Absolutely.
My oldest girl, Mom, put that laptop down.
Now, my son did it. I was at his football game and I was putting in an offer on the sideline. They was about to have kickoff, and he said, "Mom," I said, "What?" I said, "You're right."
Yes. So that's it. Creating that, like learning. What am I going to do today and blocking it off? Yeah. Leah, I don't know her last name, but she is on YouTube. I watch her all the time. Okay. And it's like time blocks.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I have to do that to make sure I'm still able to maintain life, every part of it. We wear so many hats.
Absolutely.
So now I'm learning that. Thank you, Leah. But
yeah,
it is hard.
Yeah, it is.
It is hard,
yeah.
But it has to be a priority.
Yeah.
This is good, girl. Okay. So listen, we peep your fashion.
Okay.
We peep your fashion, girl. Talk to the people. Tell us, like, where did you get this from? Did you get it from your mom? Or is it just something that you like? Listen, I'm that girl. I'm going to put it on.
Growing up, we were broke. Okay. And so up until the 9th grade, we went to like Hueytown, regular county schools. My sister got into it with one of the teachers at Hueytown, and they was like, hey, y'all live in Wylam. Y'all ain't supposed to be here. You got to go where you're supposed to go. So they put us out, and we end up having to go to Ensley, and now everybody is in uniforms, and I look like everybody else, and this is a problem. But my mama did not have the money for me to get the latest J's. She didn't have, so I had to figure out how to still be fly on a budget.
Talk to the people.
And so that's where my love for fashion grew. Plus, my mom was an evangelist. And there was this stigmatism or this statistic that you have to be like fully dressed and you're a Christian. And you got to look like this. And girl, I can be fly and saved.
Talk to the people.
Listen.
Let them know.
Hello. Okay. And so I'm like, hey, let me let you know that there is not a box that you can put me in. Some days I can look like I'm going to the country club. Other days I can be in urban streetwear. It's whatever I wake up and decide to put on this morning. And that's okay. And you're going to accept it. Yeah.
And you do it so well, girl.
Thank you, girl.
One of you, I'm gonna tag you in it when I put it on.
Okay.
When you had the hat and that skirt on, I said, yep, screenshot. Screenshot. Okay. So what does purpose mean to you? Out of all this stuff that you do and what God has shown you, where he's taking you, the highs and the lows, what does purpose mean to you?
Purpose means everything to me. When I meet him face to face, I want to get to him empty. I don't want him to be like, I had this for you. I wanted you to do this. I wanted you to do that. There were so many souls that weighed in the balance, waiting on you to do this. I don't want that. I want to get up there and be like, job well done. You did everything I told you. And I think so many people will mix up, I'm a good person and walking in purpose. That's like going to college and my major is this. And I just aced this class. And then I go to my advisor and she was like, good job, but you didn't even need that class. Actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So it's just like, I want to make sure I do exactly what you told me to do. I need to get to him empty.
MC, you know I'm always watching something, so I got to tell you. So
Okay.
watching Steve Harvey.
Okay.
And he was talking about Faith Street.
Yeah.
And then he said Joel Osteen gave him this, and a man had died. And he said when he got to heaven, it was a room with his name on it.
Yeah.
And so long story short, the man was like, what's in the room? And he was like, nothing. So anyway, he ended up opening the door, and there was a lot of packages on the shelves with his name on it. Things that he did not receive because he did not stay on Faith Street or alignment and in purpose.
I want everything. I
want the stuff you ain't give my mama and my grandma. Hand it here. Hand it here, Jesus.
Hand it here. I don't want to get to heaven and be like, I had all this stuff for you.
Listen.
But you had went down the other road and I needed you this way. No, tell me. Because I'd be like, and my mama had to stop me. She was like, Lisa, you got to pray. I said, I'm praying. She said, but are you sitting down long enough to hear him when he talked back to you? Are you just praying and then you out there and you hustling? No, let me sit.
And then sometimes we hustle. So you got to sit, but then you have to put your faith in motion.
Absolutely.
Because if you sit long enough, he'll give you strategy.
Absolutely.
So once he give you strategy, you will begin to execute.
Execution, absolutely.
Girl. So what advice would you give women who are trying to find their voice and confidence?
The first thing I would say is fall in love with you.
Talk to the people.
I got married when I was 21, and I got a divorce when I was 26, and I had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
I became a mother at 18 and married at 21. So for the majority of my adulthood, my identity was being a mother and a wife.
Yeah.
And I had no idea who Alecia was when I left that marriage. And so I began to pour back into myself and to love on myself. And then to find women who I looked up to and ask myself, what's stopping you from becoming that woman? Okay, nothing. Okay, so wake up every day and be her. You want to be a 5 a.m. girl. You want to be a woman who is always well put together. Then wake up in the morning and put yourself together. And then I'm always very big on, I've never accomplished a goal that I did not write down first.
Yes.
The Bible tells us to write it out and make it plain.
Absolutely.
And so I always say, she thought she could, and so she did. And so I take my thoughts and I write them bad boys out and I put them up. And then I accomplish, and then I immediately go into work.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good. Because you have to write the vision and make it plain. But first you have to know what you want. So if you want to be the 5 a.m. girly, or if you thrive better at night, you choose, but you have to know.
You have to know, and then you have to go ahead. Like you said, that strategy. If you know you want to be a 5 a.m. girly, then that outfit that you want to put on needs to be laid out the night before.
It does.
Those alarms need to be, that alarm needs to be set. Like, what are you putting in motion in order for you to become that girl?
Because I had to find out the hard way. Because the outfit was not laid out.
Nope. I am not. Let me tell you, I am not a 5 a.m. girly. I am not. I just can't do it.
Listen, I am now, but it took a minute. So that when you said that about the outfit, it's like, yes, Courtney, you have to prepare for the next day.
Prepare for the day.
Prepare for the week, okay?
Please.
It helps. Okay?
I have a wardrobe, like little rack now, to where some days I fall off.
Yeah.
But on Sundays, I will try to get out the 5 outfits for this week that I'm going to wear and hang them up. So that way I don't have to waste time.
You never know what's going to come up.
You just never know. My kids be like, Mom, I need you now. And now I got to figure out, no, just go ahead. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
That's good.
Yeah.
So how has this journey, I know how it is, has affected your kids, but tell the audience, how has this journey affected the people closest to you?
So I am the first entrepreneur in my family. I am the first one to do any of this, and I am the baby of 5. I am the baby of 5. And so it has put me in a position. So there is a weight that I carry. And so I understand that I am not better than anybody else. I'm just the one.
Oh, that's
I am the one that breaks the chains. I am the one that breaks the generational curses. So I have to be very mindful of what I do, what I say. But I also have to understand that I got to make it through the door first before I can come back and buy the building for everybody else. I think so many people, when they first start making it, they try to put everybody on their back.
Facts.
They try to put everybody on their back. And I've had to teach myself that, Alecia, your responsibility is them children that you pushed out. That is who you serve right now. And then you make it through that door, and then you come back and you get everybody else, and you put everybody else in position.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next for you?
What's next for me? I started my own nonprofit organization.
Okay.
Brown Girl Dream.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Say the name again.
Brown Girl Dream. And I named it Brown Girl Dream because I feel like for Black women, they often struggle in adulthood because life for them so much growing up as little girls, and we stop dreaming.
That's
and
good.
The moment you stop dreaming is the moment you halt yourself, your success, your growth. I need you to continue to dream. So Brown Girl Dream, and then my podcast is coming back out. And I have something launching in the fashion world coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah.
So you stepping out in fashion. Okay. And your podcast is started back up.
Yes.
And then Brown Girl Dream.
Brown Girl Dream.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So speaking of the Brown Girl Dream, let's talk to the brown girls.
Brown girls.
Right now. Give them some advice that you wish that you had when you were younger.
Everything that you need to be whoever it is that you want to be is already inside of you. You aren't missing anything. There's nothing lacking, nothing missing, nothing broken.
That's good.
Everything that you have gone through is building you to be the very woman that you want to be.
Yeah.
Don't ever doubt yourself.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Tell the people, where can they find you?
On Facebook, I am Alecia Lucas. On TikTok and Instagram, The Alecia Lucas. And my website is girlsbossacademy.net.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
coming
me
on the corner today.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for what you pour into the community. When you're educating the people.
Yeah.
People don't do that.
Yeah.
I can tell that you're not just after the money. I want to educate you and help you break the generational curse. Help you walk your kids into your dream home.
Absolutely.
So I thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
And hope to see you soon when you launch this fashion thing,
y'all.
girl. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you next